Joshua chapter 15, Yehoshua, Perek, Tetvav. ויהי הגורל למטה בני יהודה ומשפחותם אל גבול אדום מתפרצים נגבה מקצה תימן. And the lot for the tribe of the children of Judah, according to their families, was to the border of Edom, to the wilderness of Sin, southward at the uttermost part of the south. Again, we have Goral here, but then we read earlier that God gave land to Caleb, son of Yehoshua. So what is? I mean, if everything is done through Goral, then how do we have giving land? It says it all has to be done through the Goral. That was my difficulty understanding. Is it possible that some was and some wasn't? It says everything was done through a Goral. I think it says that. But it's a minor point. But anyway, let's continue. ויהי להם גבול נגד קצה ים המלח מן הלשון הפונה נגבה, and their south border was from the edge of the salt sea, from the bay that faces southward. ויצא אל מנגב למעלה עקרבים. ויצא סיני ועלה מנגב לקדש ברנע, ועבר חצרון, ועלה עדרה, ונסב הקרקעה. And it went out to the south side of Ma'ale Akrabim and passed along to Zin, and ascended on the south side of Kadesh Barnea and passed along to Hezron and went up to Adar and circled to Karka'ah. Okay. V'yavar atzmona v'yatza nachal Mitzrayim v'hayu תוצאות הגבול ימה, זה יהיה לכם גבול נגב. From there it passed toward Azmon, and went to the river of Egypt, and the goings out of the boundary were at the sea. This shall be your southern boundary. Okay. וגבול קדמה ים המלח על קצה הירדן וגבול לפאת צפונה מלשון הים בקצה הירדן. And the east border was the Salt Sea, even to the end of the Jordan, and their border in the north quarter was from the bay of the sea at the utmost part of the Jordan. ועלה הגבול בית חוגלה ועבר מצפון בבית הערבה ועלה גבול אבן בוהן בן ראובן. And the border went up to Beth Hogla and passed along by the north of Beth Arabah, and the border went up to Evan of Bohan, the son of Reuben. ועלה הגבול לבירה מעמק אחור וצפונה פונה אל הגלגל אשר נוכח למעלה אדומים אשר מנגב לנחל ועבר הגבול אל מי עין שמש והיו תוצאותיו אל עין רוגל. And the border went up toward Devere from the valley of Achor, and so northward facing Gilgal, that is before the ascent to Adumim, which is on the south side of the valley. And on the border passed toward the waters of Ein Shemesh, and the goings out thereof were at Ein Rogel. Ve'ala hagavul Gei ben Hinnom El Ketef Hayevusi Minegev Hi Yerushalayim. Ve'ala hagavul El Rosh Hahar Asher al Pene Gei Hinnom Yama. I think this is where they get Gehenim from. Gehino Yama Asher B'Ktzei Emek Rafaim Tzefona. And And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom to the south side of the Jebusite. The same as Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain that lies before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the end of the valley of the giants northward. ותאר הגבול מראש ההר אל מעיין מנפתוח. יצא על ערי הר עפרון ותאר הגבול בעלה היא קריית יערים. And the border circles from the top of the mountain to the fountain of the water of Nephtoah, and went out to the cities of Mount Ephraim. And the border circled Baalah, which is Kiriath Yarim. ונסב הגבול מבעלה ימה אל הר שעיר ועבר אל כתף הר יערים. מצפונה היא חסלון וירד בית שמש ועבר תמנע. And the border compassed from Baalah westward to Mount Seir and passed along to the side of Mount Yarim, which is Keslon, on the north side, and went down toward Beth Shemesh. I wonder if it's the same one as today. And passed to Timnah. ויצא הגבול אל כתף עקרון צפונה, ותר הגבול שקרונה, ויעבר הבעלה, יצא יבנאל, והיו תוצאות הגבול ים. And the border went out to the side of Ekron, northward, and the border circled to Sichron and passed along to Mount Baalah, and went out to Jabneel, and the goings out of the border were at the sea. גבול ים הימה הגדול, גבול זה גבול בני יהודה, סביב למשפחותם. And the west border was to the great sea and the coast thereof. This is the border of the children of Judah round about, according to their families. ולחלק בן יפונה נתן חלק בתוך בני יהודה על פי אדוני ליהושע את קריית ארבע אבי הענק וחברון. Okay, here's what I was referring to. And to Caleb, son of Yehoshua, he gave a part among the children of Judah. Okay, so maybe not everything was done with the Goral. Some things just overrode the Goral. Sometimes God just gives something without the roll of the dice. Even though the roll of the dice is ultimately the will of God still, but it's different sometimes. According to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of the giants, which is Hebron. ויורש משם כלב את שלושה בני הענק, את ששי, את אחימן, את תלמי, ילידי הענק. And Caleb drove out of there the three sons of the giant, Sheshai and Achiman and Talmai, the children of the giant. ויעל משם אל יושבי דביר, בשם דביר לפנים, קריית ספר. And he went up from there to the inhabitants of Devir, and the name of Devir before was Kiryat Sefer. ויאמר כלב אשר יכה את קריית ספר בנכדה, ונתתי לו את אכסה ביתי לאישה. And Caleb said, he who smites Kiryat Sefer and takes it, to him will I give Achsa, my daughter, for a wife. וילכדה עתניאל בן כנז, אחי כלב, ויתן לו את אכסה ביתו לאישה. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz. Oh, maybe that's what Kenizi means. Is it Kenizzite or is it Kenizi? Otniel ben Kenaz, Achi Kalev took it and he gave him Achsa, his daughter, for a wife. ויהי בבואה ותסיתהו לשאול מאת אבי השדה ותצנח מעל החמור ויאמר לה כלב מלך. And it came to pass, as she came to him, that she persuaded him to ask her father a field. And she leaned off the donkey, and Caleb said to her, what is wanting me? What do you want? ותאמר תנה לי ברכה כי ארץ הנגב נתתי ונתת לי גולות מים ויתן לה את גולות עיליות ואת גולות תחתיות. And she said, give me sustenance, for you have given me an arid land. Give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the lower springs. Zot nachalat mateh b'nei Yehuda lemishpachotam. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah according to their families. ויהי הערים מקצה למטה בני יהודה אל גבול אדום ונגבה קו צאל ועדר ויגור. And the uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Judah toward the border of Edom southward were Kabzeel and Eder and Jagur. V'kina v'dimona v'ad-ada. V'kina and Dimona and Ad-ada. V'kedesh v'chatzor v'yitnan. And Kedesh and Chatzor and Itnan. Zif v'telem v'alot. Zif and Telem v'alot. V'chatzor chadata. Ukriot Chetzron hi Chatzor. And Chatzor Hadata and Keriot and Chetzron, which is Chatzor. Amam Ushema Molada. Amam and Shema and Molada. Vachatzar Gada Cheshmon Ubet Palet. Chatzar Gada Cheshmon and Bet Palet. Bet Palet. בחצר שועל, ובאר שבע, ובזיותיה. And חצר שועל, and באר שבע, and בזיותיה. בעלה, ואיים, ועצם. בעלה, and איים, and עצם. ואל תולד, וכסיל, וחורמה. And אל תולד, וכסיל. And Chorma, Ziklag, Madmana, the Sansana, and Ziklag, and Madmana, and Sansana. Ulivaot v'shilchim, ve'en v'rimon, ve'ayin v'rimon, kol arim esrim v'teisha, ve'chatzrehen. And Levaot, and Shilchim, and Ayin, and Rimon, all the cities are 29. With their villages. Bashvela, Eshtaol, Etzara, Ve'ashna. In the lowland, Eshtaol and Zorea and Ashna. Oh, and Zara and Ashna. V'zanoach ve'ein ganim tapuach ve'ha'enam. And Zanoach and ein ganim tapuach and enam. Yarmut va'adulam Shoko the Azeka. Yarmouth and Adulam, Soko and Azeka. Visharaim Aditaim Vihagidera Ugderotaim Arim Arba Yisrael Berchatzarehen. And Sharaim and Aditaim and Gedera. And Gederotaim, 14 cities with their villages. Tzenan V'chadasha Umigdal Gad. Tznan, V'chadasha Umigdal Gad. V'dil'an V'hamitzpeh V'yokte'el. And Dil'an and Mitzpeh and Yokte'el. Lachish Ubatzkat V'eglon. Lachish and Maskat and Eglon. Echabon v'Lachmas v'Chitlish. Chabon and Lachmas and Chitlish. Ugderot Bet Dagon ונעמה ומקדה ערים 16 וחצריהן. גדרות, בית דגון, and נעמה and מקדה, 16 cities with their villages. לבנה ואתר ואשן. לבנה and אתר and אשן. ויפתח ואשנה ונציב. יפתח, אשנה ונציב. וקהילה ואכזיב. ומרש ומרשה ערים 9 וחצריהן. And Keilah and Achziv and Maresha, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron uvenotea v'chatzereh. Ekron with her towns and her villages. Me'ekron v'yama kol asher al yad Ashdod v'chatzerehen. From Ekron to the west and all that were near Ashdod with the villages. Ashdod benotea v'chatzereha. Gaza benotea v'chatzereha ad nachal Mitzrayim. V'hayam HaGadol u'Gevul. Ashdod with her towns and her villages. Gaza with her towns and her villages. To the river of Egypt and the great sea and its border. V'har Shamir v'Yatir v'Socha. Socho. And in the mountain, Shamir and Yatir and Socho. V'Dana v'Kiryat Sana. He Divir. Dana and Kiryat Sana, which is Divir. V'anav v'esh demo v'anim. And Anav and Esh demo and Anim. V'goshen v'cholon v'gilo arim achad Isrei v'chatzrehen. Goshen and Cholon and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages. Arav v'duma v'eshan. Arav and Duma and Eshan. V'yanum u'beit tapuach v'afeka. Yanum and Beth Tapuach and Afeka. V'chumta v'kiryat arba yichevron. V'tzior arim tesha v'chasrehem. And Chumta v'kiryat arba, which is Hebron. And Tzior, 9 cities with their villages. Ma'on, Carmel, Ziph, V'Yuta. Ma'on, Carmel, Ziph, and Utah. Oh, so Utah's not just a place in near Colorado. Utah's over here. Utah. They had Utah back then. V'Yisrael, V'Yokdam, V'Zanoach, and Jezreel, and Yokdam, and Zanoach. Hakain, Givla. V'Timna, Arim, Eser v'Chatzrehen. Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah. 10 cities with their villages. Chalchul, Bet Sur u'Gedor. Chalchul, Bet Sur, and Gedor. U'Ma'arat u'Bet Anot. Ve'el Tekon. Arim, Shesh v'Chatzrehen. And Marath, and Beth Anoth. And Elek El Tekon. El Tekon. 6 cities with their villages. Kiryat Baal, He Kiryat Yarim. You have Ba'arim, Shtayim v'Chatzrehen. Kiryat Baal, which is Kiryat Yarim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. Bamidbar Beit Arava, Midin, Usechacha. In the wilderness, Beth Arba, Midin, and Sechacha. V'Hanivshan, V'ir HaMelach, V'Ein Gedi, Harim Shesh v'Chatzrehen. And Nishban, and the city of Salt, and En Gedi, 6 cities with their villages. Bet Yevusi Yoshvei Yerushalayim, Lo Yachlu B'nei Yehuda Lo Risham, וישב היבוסי את בני יהודה בירושלים עד היום הזה. As for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out. But the Jebusites dwelt with the children of Judah in Jerusalem to this day.